Hey man, I'm Chris with Foamcats. There is some insane drama right now in Clash Royale. There's this post, it's not even 1 day old. It's under 24 hours old. It's called Dear Supercell, we get it, you don't care about anything. I'm just gonna read the text. Maybe in the next video we'll talk about it. Within the past 5 minutes, Supercell has posted a reply. So maybe we'll cover that tomorrow. I don't even know what's going on right now. I've already read this, but here we go. Where do we even start? I know this sub is presently flooded with outrage about the last update, but I'm writing this anyway because I think it'll shed some new light and it'll give us closure as I walk away from something I put 2 years into, right on the verge of maxing out a deck with 2 Leggies. First off, I'm not free to play. I'm not a whale either, but I can afford to generally spend as much on the game as I see fit, at a rate where I don't have enough time to spend $100 gem packs faster than I have extra cash to buy more. Second off, God, I can't read. Second off, I want to say something that I think a lot of people don't consider when they throw their frustrations at Supercell as a whole. I've worked for a free-to-play mobile company before, and trust me, it is 1 or 2 people, or however many people share similar power, at the top of the food chain of the company who are making these decisions. The entire company didn't collectively decide to be bought out by a money-grubbing mobile giant. The people who work customer service, Q&A, the dev team, engineers, likely had 0 say in being bought out by Tencent. I remember when my old company was bought out and we had hard money targets we had to hit. No one enjoyed it, and it was the higher-ups that didn't care. Because yes, money. I would read the hate and anger from our games from OG players and felt like absolute crap because I couldn't do anything about it and hated how things were going myself. So believe me when I say there are definitely employees at Supercell who are like WTF is in their minds right now. But of course they continue on because being bought out means more money and more stock options. It's just a handful of bad, money-greedy apples that make this game suck so that they can cash out as much as possible. For we all know Rumham is dying on the inside, trying to stay on board for a game that he loves, like most of us were. This kind of thing always happens when there's a buyout in mobile games. These companies are parasites, desperate to find a whale host and bleed them dry. When you spend $5,000 or something worth $500, you think you may be getting worth $50,000 someday. You want to start earning the $5,000 back as soon as possible, or else you risk getting burned hard. That's basically what's happening. The new update was a sham. I'm not gonna rage because we all know there isn't anything we can do about it. At this point, 99.999% chance that anything that affects the economy and sales can't be adjusted by Supercell anymore. That's only something that Big Daddy Tencent can approve. And again, considering they're trying to recoup that hypothetical 5K, that isn't going to happen. Finally, things we know. Gems for emotes are a ripoff. Who are these for? People who spend on the game already wouldn't have qualms buying an emote pack for $3. You make them available for free to play for 250 gems, so they basically have to work for like 3 months to get one. Next point. If we are getting more tokens, let me get another replay going, because I know everybody's paying attention to this replay. Some people are. Hold on. Yeah. If we are getting more tokens, shouldn't the in-shop value of them decrease? Why don't you guys give us some kind of idea of what you... Wait, God, I can't read. Why don't you guys give us some kind of idea of what you price the tokens at in real dollars instead of us having to do the guess math? Next point, the bonus rewards. Honestly, you guys hype this up so hard. I'll give you a point for consistency because you always manage to mess everything up. I purchased the SMC Super Magical Chest in the past before the challenges existed, and I can tell you, unless you have some serious cash, getting these will not make any kind of serious dent in your max progress. So why are you so stingy with these? It costs you nothing. 20 wins is not an easy feat for a decent player, and you give them a lightning chest? Oh boy, but wait, free-to-play folks can spend every gem you've earned playing this game and be rewarded for your impressive 20 wins by spending 500 gems to unlock more. How does this make sense? This is like me solving world hunger and then having the president tell me if I want to be awarded the Nobel Prize, I have to pay $100K US. You guys are gross. Next point. There's a lot of points. The jury is still not officially out on this, but we can continue challenges. Woohoo! For 100 gems. Oh, and you get no chests anymore. This is a joke. First off, I was happy to try again on challenges because I knew I would get far enough unless I got really unlucky, or at least I got a decent batch of cards, but now I can't. I can pay and get nothing if I go 03. Most of you guys probably know this, but unless you're grossly misinformed, you can get further in a challenge. Wait, unless you're grossly misinformed, the further you get in a challenge, the more difficult your opponents get. So the likelihood of you going 0-3 when you've already lost is fairly high when you spend to continue. This is a trap. Have you ever played an arcade game that started out easy, but towards the end you died every 2 seconds and your quarters were drained 400% faster? This is that. As opposed to starting at the beginning, playing easier opponents, having a chance to earn new rewards, and at least getting some cards in the process. Next point, trade tokens. I'm not going to say anything about this. The screenshots have shown just how good the economy is. No matter how much you increase the percentages of tokens, you still only get 1 per war. Have you seen how many trade exists in clan chat? If you think 1 token per 2 days offset this madness, my god. Next point, this is honestly my opinion, but cosmetics are bad. Billions of dollars, and 2 years later, and 2 years of the same skins. And the most creative idea you could come up with is uniform bling. This is just lazy. You're dipping things in gold paint and expect us to be ... impressed? The artist you have must have the coziest jobs ever. If you made the units look half as cool as star level arrows, you'd be onto something. Doesn't Tencent own Arena of Valor, a MOBA with skins? Even they should be cringing at this golden fecal matter. Looks like it's wrapping up. I think that's it. I've never spent this much money on a mobile game, over 500, probably less than 1,000, and probably never will again. I like the idea that once a max player, I could play as much as I want on ladder, not feeling like I was at a disadvantage, and wouldn't be limited by energy, chests, and it would be a bonus by that point. Almost done. Stay with me. And wouldn't be limited by chests would be a bonus at that point. I long for the day, but you guys have made me feel gross for just playing. And while I tried to maintain my candor through most of this, so I can be heard out, I'll end this. F the person who decided that despite making a fun RTS game that set the bar of what a genre could be on mobile, that propelled you into $1 billion of revenue, that wasn't enough. And not only that it wasn't enough, ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. And not only that it wasn't enough for you to take those billions and find ways to ensure the longevity of your investments in ways that provided more value to the new players. I feel sorry for anyone that starts this game now. But you have to be as dirty and greedy as possible and literally have the sheep parade around on 2.5 minutes, too big to be in a single video, update clips, pretending these are some actually good changes. Seriously, what is that you think you couldn't accomplish with the billions you had that Tencent money can now provide? I'm sorry to all the employees that hate the direction the company is going, but just know we know that your bosses suck big, giant, Mega Knight cojones. I'm out. It's been fun. Kind of. That's the end of this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Phone cats.